adult romance, enemies to lovers, friends to lover, murder mysteries, cute mysteries, fantasies, dark fantasies. There's something for everyone. Just keep watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Sofia and today we're gonna talk about 10 books, actually 9 9 books that I really want to read this summer. What I read in summer is not the same as I read in winter. I normally go for more like fluffy romance, kind of contemporary book. Also, a lot of people kind of only read in summer because in the beach, you know, it's nice to have like a book, or while you're traveling a lot of people just bring books with them. So I thought it would be nice to give you some recommendations. Personally, they are what I want to read. Before starting, tell me in the comments what books you are excited to read this summer, if you're planning to read any interesting books or you're planning to buy any. So without further ado, let's get started. First one is my current read, and that is One Last Stop by Casey McChristen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing. She is the author of Red, White and Royal Blue, which is another fan favorite here in booktube, and she just came out with her second book. This is my first book by her. This is a sapphic romance, lesbian romance. Lately I've been really loving sapphic stories. It's set in New York. It has friends to lover vibe, also found family, and the little I have read, I can really relate to the main girl. She just moved to New York. She's kind of lost. She doesn't know what to do with her life. She has like transferred universities a few times. She has changed her major a few times. And then she just goes to New York, finds this kind of weird place filled with this quirky, full of personality people. Then when she rides the Q train every single morning, she keeps bumping into this girl called Jane. And she seems so cool. She has this leather jacket. They start flirting and she seems so nice, but there's a mystery about her. She's kind of this ghost type of thing and she's lost. She doesn't know why she's stuck in this train, and we just, you know, have to find out. Also, the main girl is really good at mysteries. The next one was actually a gift from M. Thank you so much, M. Ivies by Alexa Doan. The Ivies is this name for this group of 5 girls of this academy that they are the top notch and they want to get into every Ivy League university, which are the top universities in the US, and they just, you know, are ruthless. They're gonna do everything they can to get into these Ivy League universities, but then one day one of them found murder and everyone has something to hide, especially our main girl Olivia, which her own acceptance letter can get her in a lot of trouble. I don't really enjoy high school romance or stories anymore, but I guess this one, being this murder mystery, gonna be really enjoyable. It sounds like it's gonna be a fast read. It's also a really short book, 300 pages. You're looking for something fast. You love murder mysteries, you like this kind of gossip girl, elite, top-notch university thing. You're gonna love this. The next one I bought is Loveless by Alice Oseman, and I'm really excited because this is gonna be my very first Alice Oseman book. If you don't know, she is the writer of the Heartstopper comic series or graphic novel series, and I adore those. I read them like many times, and I'm really excited to dive into her stories because every single book she has put out is really different and all of them are based on different topics. But Loveless is about this girl called Georgia that has never been kissed, has never been in love, and maybe she is asexual or aromantic. I believe it's just a story of finding yourself and finding your sexuality, coming out of the closet. I actually picked this one up because I have a really good friend on booktube here, which is called Nadea. I will link her channel down below. She actually is asexual. On Instagram she's always posting about it, and I never read anything with a sexual or romantic representation, so I was just like, let's read this. I'm really excited. It is a bit on the longer side. I think it's 500 pages, 430. Okay, let's change a little bit. Let's go for let's go for a fantasy. This one is called Brave River by Jordan Ifueko. Oof. Am I pronouncing the name right? Let me do a quick search because I don't want to mess pronounce and stuff up. She, her. Okay, again, Raver by Jordan Ifeko. Isma has told me what it is about. So it's about this girl that has these kind of powers, and her mother has kept her in captivity for her whole life. And one day her mother is like, I'm gonna send you to this council, like the prince decides, like 13 or 15, I don't remember, people that are gonna be part of this council. Make it, she needs to trust the prince, I guess, make him trust her. I don't know. He's inspired by West African history and culture. I think she has to kill the prince at the end of the book. What's in it? Empires, wish, curse, and betrayal, and will of the betrayal in this house. Next book, another fantasy, and this one's not a new book or anything. Autumn Bringing the Ashes by Sofia. So this is a 4-book fantasy series. It's based on ancient Rome, on the Roman Empire. I read this before. I read the first and the second book and never continued with the series. One of my plans for the summer is read the 4th of them, and I'm gonna make a spoilery blog type of thingy. I think these books are really good because they have really deep topics inside of them, but it's not a heavy or really difficult read. It's kind of easy and you get immersed into world building. Honestly, I remember loving the characters, and at one point of the story I didn't know who to root for. You have this young bastard male that has been born into these war camps, and he has trained his whole life to kill and follow the rules, but then he kind of starts discovering that that might not be what he was born to do. And then we have Laia, which is a slave, and she's part of this rebel movement. I know I'm gonna cry with the 4th book. I know it. Let's go back to the romances, and we have an adult romance. If you are a young adult here, this book is not for you. But that is Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. But let me tell you, I'm obsessed. I've already read these, but I read it on my phone and I wanted to get a paperback basically and read it again and enjoy it more because, as I said, in one day I don't even remember half the story. The story is about this girl and this boy who start exchanging letters as a like pen pal when they are in middle school, and they never stop, and they kind of create this bond and they tell each other everything, and they live really close by, but they have never tried to see each other. And one day by mistake he meets her, but he is the only one that realized that, you know, it's her, it's the girl from the letters. Months passed and he moves to her high school, but she doesn't know it's him, and then he started treating her really badly, like bullying her, and we discover it's because she is the completely opposite of what she wrote in the letters. In real life she's basically a beast, and he's kind of mad. And then, you know, the story goes on. So it's an enemies to lovers. It's not like top-notch literature, but it's really good. And I heard the author has come out with a book really similar, but it's a lesbian story. It's a sapphic story and it's kind of the same vibe, so I really want to get that one. Moving on, I have 2 books left. Felix Ever After by Casey Callender is the story of Felix Love, a boy, a transgender boy that has never been in love. Throughout the book, you kind of see him falling in love for the first time and experiencing everything that comes with first love. It was time that I bought myself a copy. What a surprise when I found this. A sprayed edge. Probably gonna be my next read. I love the cover. I love everything about it. And then last but not least, so I'm not wearing makeup, let's be nice to me, but the last book, it did not film. I don't know what happened with the footage, but it was Strange the Dreamer. You know, this is an all-time favorite for me. I might have gotten myself a special editions of it. So once it comes, I'm probably gonna do a read along. I'm also planning a Throne of Glass read along. If you want to join, I will probably announce that next week. I think I've talked about this book so much, but it's a magical fantasy about this orphan boy that is obsessed with this city that everyone has forgotten the name of it, so everyone call it Whip. One day he's put into this expedition to just go and find the city, and then when he gets there he discovers that there's a bigger mystery and that he might have a really big part in it. A soulmate kind of romance in it. I really love it. There's blue people, like what else can you ask for? If you haven't read it, join me in probably in August. Go to Sofia of the past. I think that's gonna be it. I said 9 books. I've only have 8. Tell me in the comments if you're planning to read any of these books, because some of them sound amazing and you'll should read it. I will keep you updated on what I think about them and if I like them or not. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you like it. If you want to stay connected with me, I have a Bookstagram where I post daily. You can also follow me on Goodreads for reviews and keep updated with my reads. I have an Etsy shop as well. I just had a Etsy update, so if you want to go there, I have like bookish things and stuff. As always, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!